No Other Choice is the brand new movie that just hit theaters right in time before the end of 2026. The film is directed by Park Chan-wook, who's directed films like Old Boy, The Handmaiden, and most recently awards hopeful film in 2022, Decision to Leave. The movie stars Lee Byung-hun, hope I'm saying his name right. He stars as Yu, a character who has been working at this paper company for over 25 years. He has a wife and two kids. But out of the blue, he is laid off out of this company that he's been working for, humiliated in front of his family and co-workers, and now is stressed without having any job. He promised his family in 3 months I would be hired. That 3 months turned into over a year as he struggles to find a job and realizes the only thing that he was really made to do was be involved in the paper companies in Korea. So he does whatever it takes in order to get his job back, and that might be including eliminating some people who could be in his way. The film is a Korean movie spoken with subtitles in theaters. The film is 2 hours and 20 minutes long and is rated R. Welcome back, everyone, to a brand new review here, Max Talks Movies. My name is Max Dinnerberg. We're talking No Other Choice. Let me know your thoughts, guys, on this movie down in the comment section down below. Love to hear your thoughts. Also, please subscribe, guys, if you are new. We are literally under 3 subscribers away from hitting one of the biggest milestones on my channel, 400. So please subscribe, ring the bell if you are new to movie, TV show reviews, added theater reactions, box office breakdown shows, award season breakdowns, movie franchise. I do it all. So please subscribe, ring the bell if you're new. As I said, comment. Also, please, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Helps YouTube recommend my videos to more people. So I was definitely excited for No Other Choice. It's a hot international feature that's going to be a movie that could make its way into the Oscar race this season. So that's why I was going to check it out in theaters, and I'm really happy to say, because I never got a chance to see Parasite in theaters, but I did see No Other Choice, a very packed theater on a regular, like, Monday afternoon, which was a pleasant surprise. And I think this is an excellent dark comedy movie. This is going to be hit really honestly hard at home for many people. Obviously, I found it at times to be very relatable, but I think a lot of people are going to be out there who have or have experienced two different things that this movie is tackling. One, where you're so loyal and dedicated to a particular company, and you work there for 5, 10, 50, even 20 years. And out of nowhere, you are a part of layoffs where you get this unceremoniously, you get fired. They're not recommending you and helping you get back on your feet. And you're kind of screwed by a company that you dedicated a lot of your life to. I think a lot of people are going to be able to relate to that. That's part one, kind of. Part two, I would say, of this movie is the idea of you feel like you're made to do one thing and kind of being frozen, right? And I'm going to try these other things, these other jobs, maybe try to look for other jobs, but these just don't feel right to me. I can only do this one thing. I think other people can relate to that as well. But people can also relate to the job search, where we're in a time now where if you lose a job, it takes a long time to get back on your feet. I think we lived like even like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, pre-pandemic. It was just easy to get a job if you had a degree, all these things. Now we live in a time where it's nearly impossible now to get a job, and this movie also tackles those themes as well, but it does it in very much a darkly comedic side. And dark comedy is right up my alley. This movie is really funny, but as I said, it's not trying to be this haha movie. It's very dark in its comedy, and that for me has always worked more than just regular comedy to me, because there's a lot of nuances to this dark comedy. And that's especially the case when this guy, who obviously has never killed someone before, never threatened anyone before, never captured anyone, and he's trying to do whatever it takes in his mind in order to not lose his house, not lose his wife, not lose his kids, not lose his dog, just not lose his livelihood. And that's what he is trying to do, this character. And by the way, Lee Byung-hun is tremendous in this movie because he's a very likable guy in the beginning of the movie, but it's not that he loses his likability as the movie goes on. You just see such a desperate human being with him. And obviously, you can get away with that with the writing, but he looks physically distressed the whole movie, disappointed in himself the whole movie, then very determined the whole movie. And he goes through all these different emotions, and that's all really captured beautifully by Lee Byung-hun, who is really tremendous in the movie. His wife is also really excellent in this movie, played by Son Ye Jin. Hope I'm saying her name right. She's also really good because she's a character on the page where you're kind of like, okay, I think I know. how this character will be affected by by her husband's decisions. But there's actually some really good unpredictable twists and turns with her character towards the third act and really what she's thinking about and how she feels about what her husband's doing that I found to be very enjoyable and give the movie a really different spark to it. But as I said, this movie is very innovative. It's very funny, but I think it's also just very real. Again, many people are going to relate to this character. This guy is very authentic. The movie also has really nice music and score to it, which I really enjoyed. I think the whole ensemble here is also just very strong. It's a really good, a really well edited movie. There's times where we're cutting back and forth between two different characters, and they really do a great job mashing two completely different scenes into one. They do a really excellent job of that as well. Now, on a negative level, for me, I think this movie is too long. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes, and I do feel the runtime a lot because we go through multiple scenes where this guy is trying to kill or capture someone. And I think the first time he goes on this mission in his eyes to do this, it's really funny. It's easily the most original part of the whole movie. The problem is that's like the first time he does it. So he has to do it a couple more times throughout the movie. And those times they just don't live up. And those sequences for me just drag on for too long, especially like the last one that he does in the movie. You're kind of like, I get what he's trying to do. Let's just kind of get the move on. I think this movie could have easily cut 20 minutes out of the movie. And for me, it hurts the pacing a little bit because I think it's a well edited together movie. For me, it's more the pacing and the length that I think definitely hurts this movie for being one of my favorite movies of the year. But I think No Other Choice is an excellent movie. It's funny, it's real, it's disturbing at points. And I love feeling those type of emotions in a movie. So I am giving No Other Choice a 4 out of 5 stars. I am going 81% for No Other Choice. Let me know you guys your thoughts on it down in the comments. Like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys in many, many, many more videos coming soon.